Changing careers is hard. You know you can do the job, but you don't know what skills actually matter, how to position yourself, and most importantly, how to get employers to buy in on your experience. But what if there was a way to get all of that information? What if there was a place that you could go to understand the answers to every single one of those questions? The good news is, there is. There are people out there who have already successfully made the career transition that you are trying to navigate right now. They've made the same leap from your current industry to your dream job, and they are the shortcut to your success. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT and LinkedIn to find these people in just a few minutes so that you can learn from their journey, build real connections, and make this pivot 10 times easier. To make all that happen, we're going to use a very simple 4-step process. The first step is to come up with a list of 10 companies in your current industry. Now we can easily use ChatGPT for this. I'll show you how. And then the second step is going to be to come up with a list of 10 target companies. Now we can also use ChatGPT for a quick list here, but I highly recommend that you invest more deeply in understanding which companies are actually aligned with where you want to go. I'm going to link up a video on the screen here that walks through our process for creating a scoring framework and then leveraging ChatGPT agent to actually go out and find companies that are aligned with your values, aligned with your goals, and that are going to be a great fit for you. So you should use those here. And then third, we're going to search LinkedIn for your target job title and then use LinkedIn's company filters to find people who successfully made that jump from your current industry into your target industry. So let me share my screen and walk you through this entire process. To get started with this process, you only need 2 tools, ChatGPT and LinkedIn. So I have both of those open here. And for the sake of this video, we're going to use my own career trajectory. I started in healthcare, working as a medical device sales rep at Johnson & Johnson, and I eventually transitioned into Microsoft. Now, I found this strategic account manager role at Microsoft, and so that's what we're going to use for this process, that transition from J&J to that strategic account manager role at Microsoft. So the first step in our process is to come up with 10 companies that are in our current industry. So in this case, it's going to be 10 companies that are in the space that Johnson & Johnson's medical device sales is operating in. So I'm going to go ahead and run this prompt right here, and I'm going to personalize it to my specific journey. So I'm going to run this, and ChatGPT is going to give me 10 competitors that are in the industry that I am in right now. So this is going to be my first list. We have Stryker, Zimmer, Smith & Nephew, Medtronic, etc. So I'm going to keep this open. Then what I'm going to do is either lean into the list of target companies that I recommended that you invest more time building before this video, but if you want a quick hit and for illustrative purposes here, you can use this second prompt that we are going to use to find 10 companies in our target space. So I ran that, and now you can see we have 10 companies that are direct competitors to or related to the Magnificent Seven, which is generally what we're targeting with this goal. So now we have everything we need to run this process. The next step is to head to LinkedIn, and we are going to run a search for the role that we are targeting, in this case, strategic account manager. Next, I'm going to click on people because we want to find people who have this job title. We're not looking for job postings. And then under filters, I am going to go to current companies, and I'm going to add all of those companies from my target list. So in this case, it's going to be Microsoft. It's going to be Google. It's going to be Amazon, Apple, etc. So I'm just going to use these 3 for now. Finally, we're going to go to the all filters section, and we are going to scroll down to past companies, and we are going to add in all of the companies here that are in our current industry. So for example, Zimmer was a company on that list. Smith & Nephew was a company on that list. Stryker was a company on that list. And so I'm going to add all these and click show results. And I blurred out the names of the people in this feed for their privacy, but what you can see here is a list of people who used to work at one of the companies in our industry that we have in our filters, and now not only work at one of our target companies, but actually work in the job title that we are targeting. So our goal now is to open up these profiles and check to see if this person's background is aligned with what we're looking for. Specifically, the thing that I'm looking for are people who came from the role that I am in now, so to speak, and made it to obviously the role that we're targeting. So this first person, if I scroll down to their experience, I can see that they were a surgical sales rep at Stryker and are now a strategic account executive at Microsoft. So this person made the exact jump that I am trying to make. And just to give you one more example, the second contact that we have here did the exact same thing. They worked as a sales representative at Zimmer, and now they work as an account manager at Google. So as you can see, this strategy lets you quickly and easily find people who have already made the transition that you are looking to make. Now, all you need to do is find 10 to 15 of these contacts and begin reaching out to them. You can do that on LinkedIn, or you can use a tool like mailscoop.io to find their email address, but use that point of common ground, that transition that they have already made that you're currently trying to make, and see if they're up to answer any questions, up to have a 15-minute coffee chat where you can learn more about how to position yourself, what skill gaps exist, what mistakes to avoid. But then, more importantly, as you connect with these people, you're gonna build relationships with folks who are working at your target companies who can eventually refer you in so that you can circumvent the online application process, the nightmare that is. You can get directly in the door and you have an advocate who you've already built a relationship with. So if you're changing careers, this is a really, really powerful strategy that we use with all of our clients. Give it a shot. I promise you it's going to make this entire process 10 times easier. And outside of that, I'll see you in the next video.